How's everyone doing tonight? It's your host Samuel Hill going live once again with tonight's episode of Black Money Market News for December 1st. Thank you, baby girl. We have a great show coming up for you tonight. I'm going to definitely cover some of the market madness that happened on the stock exchanges today. We're also going to have a very special guest. So tonight's show is going to be a little bit different format than some of the previous shows. I'm going to still kick it off and go over some of the highlight numbers. Then we're going to roll straight into our guest, Miss Dana Veasley of DNA Growth. And we're going to have a conversation about the crypto craze and how best it is for newcomers and for the average Joe at home to, profit off of this great wealth transformation going on with cryptocurrencies. Like normally, trying to wait to have a couple of people to get on the stream. Tonight's the last chance to enter into this week's giveaway. So if you haven't yet, make sure you like, most importantly, share and comment on one of the videos from this week's episode, and you'll be entered to win $10 of free Bitcoin. So definitely hope to see some more contestants in this week's giveaway. Hey Pam, good to see you. Great to have you on the show. And we're going to go live here in about another 30 seconds, folks. I hope everyone's been enjoying the rest of their work week and can relax and enjoy the weekend. All right, guys. So on the Dow Jones Industrial Average today, it finished down 40 points, but intraday was down as much as almost 350 points. And we'll go into the details that kind of rocked the markets today. S&P 500 was down $5.36 to end the day at 2642.22. NASDAQ was down 0.38%. Russell 2000 was down 0.46%. Bitcoin was up and kind of rallied back above 11,000 now. Looks like I didn't update that number. Gold was also up today, $6.50 in the day, trading at $1,279.50. And the euro dollar eked up a little bit higher as well. So those are kind of the end. To my special guest this evening, Miss Dana Veasley. Let me see if I can get this call pulled up. Dana, are you there?
I am.
Yes, there you are.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. I'm trying to wait to see about everybody else. I'm kind of monitoring the comments. If you can hear Dana okay, y'all can let us know. Throw some likes, throw some share. If I need to adjust the volume, let me know.
But give me some love, give me some likes if you can hear me. Share this out with friends and family.
All right, guys. So I want to talk to you, Dana, about what you do in the cryptocurrency market, and what's got you excited about this opportunity in cryptocurrencies.
Oh wow! So let's start with the the first piece, which is I got started about, I guess it's been about 3 going on 4 years now, where I had heard about this cryptocurrency and read a little bit, did some research, and kind of dibbled and dabbled in it a little bit, over the last 3 years, and that there it was growth opportunity, that you could, really set money aside and allow for it to grow. And from there, over the last year and a half, I've really just been diving deep, doing a lot of research, reading, helping people understand what's going on with cryptocurrency, what it is, how it works. You know, partnered with a few people and developed classes. I've developed my own class, and it's this whole cryptocurrency craze is just a big, big deal right now to most people. But what most people don't realize is it's coming up on its 10-year anniversary.
Right. Right. So this is still things. It's evolution. And a lot of people are of cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. But I also think and feel that there's been a lot of conversations, but the general public has still been sitting on the sidelines, very skeptical of cryptocurrency. So I still believe that there's still really almost unlimited growth potential still in cryptocurrencies.
Oh, absolutely. I completely agree 110%. And those people who are new to hearing about it and kind of about it, one of the things that I often tell people when I talk about currency, and really think about digital currency.
Exactly. Cryptocurrencies are doing the exact same thing that these big banks and financial institutions have been doing for decades upon decades. It's an automatic ledger instead of having, a centralized ledger that one bank owns, maintains, controls. By being decentralized, it not only gives extra protection to the users because there's no one central point of attack, but everyone on the network works together to maintain it, to keep it secure, and to keep everybody honest. So there's some definitely advantages to using cryptocurrencies. I think right now, though, as we was alluding to, the crypto mania, the crypto craze that's going on, has definitely been influencing the market and the price action that we've been seeing, and definitely been pushing the price skyward. To someone that may be looking at getting into it right now, what's the advice you would give to them? I'm gonna adjust your volume up a little bit more and see if this will get us rocking, folks. 1 second.
And I want to just, I'm going to test the mic while he's doing that. So if you all can hear me, give me some love, give me some thumbs up, say yes. But thank you to Pam and JR, Larry Holloway. Thank you, Pamela Smith, for coming out and joining and viewing and giving us some love. Thank you, Larry Holloway. I got some thumbs up. Does that mean you can hear me?
Good,
Thank you,
good.
Larry Holloway, JR, for joining us tonight. I appreciate that.
All right, guys, appreciate that feedback. This is my first special guest, so I ran through the test last night. It worked good, so you never know what happens when you go live. That is why it is live on Facebook. So if there was any technical difficulties, I do record the show, so definitely check the playback on the YouTube channel if you were not able to catch what you were saying earlier. But as you alluded to a few minutes ago, Dana, you mentioned your class and your program. Let's fill some people in about what the opportunity that you can offer people.
So let's start with money. Let's start there. And I mentioned just a minute ago that if you know your real history on money, then everything is a gamble. Even the banking system is a gamble. When you begin to really look at how currency came into play, and that there is a difference between currency and money. And most people don't realize that. Most people don't know that there is a difference, but there is a difference between currency and money. And once you begin to realize that, see the difference, learn the difference, and begin to experience the difference, and that it opens you up. There is a difference between that currency, then you're able to really take some of the blinders off and see handling your finances also is how you've been handling your lack thereof. Because most people don't have real money, they have currency. So even with cryptocurrency, there's another currency that is not money. Dollars, cash is a currency, it's not real money. So in my class that I teach on Tuesdays, it's a half-hour open discussion class. We have home all they work, January when class starts back. We're on a good little break, holiday break, but in January when class starts back, we're going to go into a really deep dive series on money and how the money systems work. So if anyone's interested, I think Sam put the link up there. It's bit.ly/DNA growth, bit.ly/DNA growth. And if you join the class, your first month is a penny. If you can't afford a penny, we need to have a serious conversation. But I'm so geared towards making sure people have information. I wanted the first month of classes to be 1 penny. After that, each month is $12.95. So you get some really good content, really good information from that class that talks about money. You're welcome to join it. And then we have a Bitcoin boot camp. So 1 night a week, it will be starting again in January. And that class teaches you all about gold savings. It teaches you all about Bitcoin. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn about cryptocurrency, that's the class you want to get in, the boot camp. Why? Because it teaches you what's a wallet, how does digital currency work, where can we use it in the world, and then we talk about long-term saving. So that link I think is up there also at bit.ly/DNA bootcamp. So if you all are interested, please just click on those links, sign up for the class, and we'll get you registered for January.
All right, Ms. Dana, I definitely, appreciate you joining us tonight. Getting some feedback right now. Let me see something. All right, I think I got that. But I definitely want to again tell you that we appreciate having you tonight, bringing us your insights. And folks, again, if you are still, learning the ropes of cryptocurrency, she is a great resource and business partner to have to walk you through learning, discovering, and playing it safe in this Bitcoin market. It is, like I say, a great wealth building opportunity, but like any investment, you have to do your due diligence, know and understand what you're investing in, and never be afraid to ask for help, and especially when the help is only a penny for the first month. I mean, come on now,
y'all. Okay, I mean, really.
All right, Dana, I appreciate you coming in tonight, and I know I'm going to have you in again on the show in the future.
Absolutely, my pleasure. If I can just really quick do another shout out to you, Sam, for opening up this forum. I love the Black Money Market. I love the show. It's awesome. Continue to do your thing. Thank you very much for bringing information to us and keeping us informed on what's going on in the financial market. I love you. I think it's awesome that you're doing this, and thank you for having me. If anyone would like to get in touch with me, I am on Facebook at DNA Veasley. That's my Facebook page. It's DNA Beasley, please share and like the page, because I put out some major information pretty much on a daily basis on what's going on in the market with finances. I do a lot of cryptocurrency posts, but I also do other financial posts as well. So check me out. Give me some likes, share me, don't keep me a secret. And if you have questions, feel free to contact me.
All right, folks, there you go. Again, make sure you go like her page, drop her a message if you have any questions. The links are in the description for tonight's show, so I try to make it easy for you. But other than that, Dana, again, thank you for your time this evening.
My pleasure.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Again, I was very excited to have Miss Dana on, our first special guest on the Black Money Market News. And next week, we're going to have more special guests. And the week after, we're going to have another special guest. I'm going to keep bringing people that can give you other insights into investing, into financing, into taking care and protecting your money, to growing your money. If you know me, you know my mission is to grow the economics of the Black community, and I want this show to be a resource that you can use to help change your perspective on finances. Speaking of finances, we're going to go back to the stock market here for a moment and talk about the craziness that went down today. What I'm going to do is try to bring up a quick chart of what happened on Wall Street today. Give me, folks, 1 second. When you're going live and you're a one-man band, sometimes you gotta pull multiple hats. So I'm playing technician and host as we speak. So let me see if I can pull that up. So this is a 5-minute chart that pretty much covers today and yesterday on the market. What I'm going to do is try to zoom in here. Pretty much this morning at open, we remained relatively flat, went up just a little bit on the Dow Jones, topped out at 24,322 before we plunged. Now, you can see here, guys, that thing jackknifed to the floor like a knife through butter. Looking at the MACD, you can definitely see a large retreat to the downside. At the low point of 23,921, which is as much as almost 400 points off from the intraday highs. This down pull was off of the news that former National Security Advisor Mike Flynn took a plea deal and is agreeing to testify as part of his plea deal. So there was a lot of quick and knee-jerk reaction in the market when that news came out. But as you see, it quickly rebounded and recovered most of the day's losses. Did not get back into positive territory, but being down nearly 350 points, close to 400 points from the intraday highs, to only end the day back down 40 points is a crazy rocket of a ride. Looking at the S&P 500, you can see similar moves there. Again, large downside move, down as much as almost a point of 1.5% at the intraday lows before rebounding and gaining most of those that loss back to only end the day down 5. Some of the big losers over the last 3 days was actually some of the sectors I was highlighting just a few weeks ago with the semiconductors. They've definitely been a hot market, but there's definitely been some pullback on those. So since I talked about it on the way up, you also got to talk about it on the way down. So as you can see, it kind of peaked late last week and has been on the move down since. Let me... Damn. As you see here, definitely on high volume with a large sell side, mainly due to, there have been winners up, 100% year to date. When you start getting some rollover in the market, you get kind of people picking off some of their winners and trimming their winnings. So definitely look like that's a rollout going out of technology and semiconductors. Speaking of the technology companies, Amazon was down on the day, down over a point. As you see, down nearly 2 point at the intraday lows, is rebounding back from previous lows. But again, a pretty crazy day on the market. Also, CME Group, the CBOE, and the Cantor Fitzgerald Financial Group all been giving regulatory approval to start trading Bitcoin futures on December the 18th. I believe is the official launch date. So that will allow larger financial institutions easier access to bet going long or going short on Bitcoin. And speaking of Bitcoin, I want to bring this chart up for you folks. Sorry, it's Bitcoin Cash. Here's Bitcoin. So what I want to show you guys was if you was watching the page last night, you saw my alert go out over this formation here. What I want to do is kind of bring you guys some technical analysis, how to read charts to kind of predict moves. So this move right here in this green zone, I'm going to try to see if I can dull it down so it's a little bit easier to see there. All right. So there we go. So what we have here is a channeling of higher low, higher highs. There's a high, there's a high, there's a high, there's the high. Each of them going up. You also have a series of lower lows channeling and going up. And then you get this lift off after you get that sideways building up of the price pressure. So since I made this call last night, the stock Bitcoin is back up and above the 11,000 mark. So it's definitely looking to take out the all-time high again. So let's continue to follow this move. Looking at the MACD, we do have some sideways movement in the MACD down here. So I don't see too much downward momentum in Bitcoin. Everything is looking up for this new rally to continue. Let's take this out to a 4-hour chart just to try to make sure everything is looking on the up and up from a longer point look. Definitely has some good movement there. We do have a bullish crossover that's formed back into the MACD on this 4-hour chart. Again, this bullish crossover, blue line over the red line. The bearish crossover is when the opposite happens, when the red line crosses the blue line. That's a sign of continuing upwards momentum. So I definitely would not be surprised if in the next 24 to 48 hours we make another attempt at the 11,500 level. So for the meantime, the levels you should look out for, you look at these moves over the next couple, let's say 24 to 48 hours as we go into this weekend, since this is the last show of the week. Downside levels. If it moves back below 10,800, it needs to hold 10,650. If it falls below 10,650, the next support will probably be right around. But on the upside, we want to see it take out this 11,100 level, which it hasn't broke through yet today. But if it can break out that 11,100 level, again, would not be surprised if it starts to make another move to those all-time highs we just saw a few days ago, take on that 11,500 level. And again, everything is looking good to see that possibly in the next 6 to 18 hours, or definitely probably over the weekend. But again, on the downside, we definitely want to look out for the 10,800 level and the 10,600 and the 10,400 levels. If you start seeing movement back towards those levels, we could be looking back at another short-term downward trend. But everything right now is looking positive the upside on Bitcoin right now. Tonight's show may run kind of long because of our special guest, but definitely, again, folks, if you haven't already taken opportunity to check out Dana's pages, do so. Definitely get in tune with her and the information and opportunity that she shares with her programs with the Gold and Bitcoin Boot Camp and her DNA Growth Group that really is tuned for the beginners and getting them up to speed on cryptocurrencies and securing their financial future. Next week, speaking of your financial future, again, is about to be tax time, so I'm bringing on Leah Tomlin, a financial educator and freelance accountant, to talk about how to account for the gains in your cryptocurrencies on your taxes. Gotta stay safe from Uncle Sam. Don't need y'all going and do Fed time like Al Capone or Wesley Snipes or the Isley brother that didn't pay the dues that was due. So definitely want to have her in for some advice. Excuse me, my throat is getting a little sore. So she will be on, I want to say, next Wednesday. Other than that, folks, again, if you guys have any questions, comments, drop them below. Shoot me a message on the Black Money Market News page. Again, if you want to enter this week's contest, I'm announcing the winner on Monday for this week's winner. So definitely, again, share, like, and comment if you want to get a chance to win free Bitcoin. So other than that, folks, enjoy your weekend. Thank you once again for watching this episode. Again, apologize for any technical difficulties. If you weren't able to hear Dana, definitely check out the YouTube page. I'll drop it in the comments, drop it in the link below, so that way you can go check out the YouTube page and hear the better audio from the recording tonight. Other than that, I appreciate your time, appreciate your love. If you want to show me some love, my PayPal information is definitely there on the screen. It's definitely on the top of our Facebook page, or you can come to Patreon, get subscribed, get the newsletter that we're going to start rolling out with some tips. Other than that, folks, once again, I probably said it about 3 times, but have yourselves a great night, and thank you for watching the Black Money Market News.